All right, we are in the back nine of the St. Andrews Links tournament, our third 18-hole course, and we're on the back side in the final round. I got everything I wanted to get done in the front. You have to get an eagle on all of the par fours, and I picked up one. I picked up the Albie on hole number 5. Didn't get the hole in one on hole number 8, but that was the round I wanted. I wanted a nice clean round where I got all the par fours and I picked up something. Now I need to do the same thing on the back. Now in the qualifying round, I shot a 33, and the only hole I didn't shoot that I didn't make was hole number 10. So here we are. We need to make this. We do. Let's go look at it. Yeah, I'm not going to be too upset. And I was right off the green and I shanked the chip and hit it like good, which is not good. Let's see which way the wind's blowing. The wind works. Let me do my club card trading before I forget. I think it reset. See what we have in store for us. See if I can get the 75 cards that I need on something. Gotta choose the APOC every time. There's several clubs that I gotta choose every time. There's a pecking order. It'll take forever and a day, but it'll take forever and a day. Play golf. Play. All right, my notes say 1.5 to 2 top spin, 2 right-hand side spin at the plus 16 mark. So it's 2 divided by, it's the wind divided by 1.2 per ring. 1.5 to 2 top spin at the plus 16 mark. All right, here we go. And I don't think I put that much topspin on it before. I think I'm putting on a little bit more than I did, so I can try and get up on the green or right on the fringe. I had kind of like a mid club. I actually don't think I was that far away. I just shanked the shot. I hit it that bad. It's me. Let's beat this guy. Do 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 do. 1.5 to 2 top spin. I'm gonna put on 2 and a little. That looks good. 4.2, 3.5 rings. Hit it perfect. Hitting it perfect. See if we can just get up there. There we go. Now that'll roll back down towards the cup. Much more better. Nice and easy. Could get aggressive on it and try and go over that sand trap, but there's a big hill on the other side of that sand trap, and so if you bounce here and then bounce over the sand trap, you're engaging that hill, and the bounces are regular. I'm sure you could go for hole-in-one here, but I just want to get up there and don't do what my opponent just did and end up in the rough. Perfect. Into hole. Woo! All right, we can't get too excited about getting eagles on these par 4s. We have to get eagles on these par 4s. It's a fact. See if my opponent can get in. They probably did. They probably did. There you go. Mr. D-Bag. Into hole. All right, what do we have in store for us for hole number 11? All right, hold on one second. All right, I'm back. I went and ate and everything. All right, let's see, where are we at? We are on hole number 11. Hole number 11. The last par 3. What do we have? Yeah, we have, this is the last par 3, and then we have one par 5, and everything else is par 4s. Now, this is the one, I was thinking that this was the one on the front, but I was hitting from right over here, and it's kind of on a slope. I really would have liked to have hit over here and then try and bring it back around, but I was working on that shot, so that's the shot that I'm going to take. And I hit it perfect the other day, and I wasn't on, so I did. I should have added on 10, and Tommy says 10, and I came to the conclusion that I needed to add on at least 10. Let's see which way the wind is blowing. Man, with that wind, I may add on 15. All right, here we roll. Let's make sure we got the right ball picked. Let's not have to waste any time out there on the field. All right, here we roll. The Katana puts me dead center mid. .5 times the wind, whatever that is. Mid club is 1 to 1. If I can get an opponent. Xenon. Yeah, it's pretty much where my opponent's at right there, hitting off that little pocket. I was thinking about where my opponent's at now, like that area might be better. The thing about hitting off those hills is you can get a lot of, if you're not absolutely right, it's gonna, one blade of grass low, one blade of grass high, you're gonna get thrown off trajectory. Perfect. Whatever my opponent did, that's the spot. Look at that. Look at that. Hole in one. Nice job. Nice job, my friend. 2.6. 2.99. 3 rings. Three rings, exactly. Now 2.99, close enough to 3. 3 rings. Oh. Woo! In the hole. Can't be good, be lucky. Woo! Look at that. Looky. Excellent. Picked one up. Now the pressure's on all the par 4s to get eagles. All right, hole number 12. Hole number 12. What is hole number 12? What do we got here? My notes say Apoc Titan, 1 topspin. I did not write down where I was at as far as... I think what I did was I tried to run myself. I put myself right over here so that I had a chip. I think that's what I did. I think. Let's go out and see. 1 topspin, Titan. I got no numbers here, so it is the wind divided by 1.2. Tighten, tighten. Here we go. One top spin. Some of these holes I wrote down better notes, so I got so many of these par fours, they started to blend together and I wasn't paying attention. I just watched the shot and I was like, oh shit, I didn't write anything down. A lot of them I was pulling back from with a 3-power ball, your max at the red line's plus 16, and I was pulling back a little bit so that I was giving myself a little bit of room to work out headwind days. But I must have. And there's the... Yeah, I can use that. 4.3. is 3.58 rings. There's 3.6. Isn't it perfect? We'll see if the wind adjustment was good. That second bounce, if it gets pushed to the left, that second bounce is going to end up in the sand. Nice. Nice, nice baby. Now that's the way to do it right there. Is to bring out a ball that's got some spin so that you can start off 2 rings off right here and then spin it back around. You get bounce number 1 on this side, bounce number 2 on the other side of the sand, and you can put backspin on it to really control the ball. I don't think they pulled it enough. Hit perfect. I think that ball's going to end up to the left of the cup. I don't think they pulled it enough. Yep. And it was going a million miles an hour. Into hole. Woo! Survived the great putt. That is one of the things about these new greens is that, in my experience, most of them you can get. Now, there's some greens on this course that I'm not sure if you could get to. But a lot of these new greens, you can get to it from anywhere on the green, but you're in overpower. And some of the old greens, there's spots that you just can't reach, which is BS. But some of these newer greens, you don't really have to be that far away. I mean, you look at it and you're like, wow, I'm not really that far away. And on these holes, it's an overpower putt. 13, hole number 4. Got a lot of golf left to play. All right, this par 5 right here. Is this? No, this is a par 4. Is this a par 4? Is this the right hole? This can't be the right hole. It is number 4. This is the par 5. Let's see. We're seeing that hole versus that hole. All right. My notes say Titan. Look at that. We're taking the Titan. 3.5 backspan, 1 right-hand side span at the plus 16 mark. Which way's the wind blowing? We got a little bit of headwind. Hey, we don't need to practice. What we do need to do is switch our ball. I was already at the plus 16 mark, and if I'm going to have to do overpower, let's switch balls here to at least an 8. I don't think with that wind I'd have to pull out any more. Let's do power. Let's go for an 8 power ball. We'll take one that we have a lot of. Got a lot of those. All right, here we roll. It is the wind divided by 1.2. 3.5 backspan. 1 right-hand side span. Plus 16 mark. Da-na-na-na. I scared it. I started singing. They're like, oh no, he's going to start singing. We better give him an opponent. Dang it. Is that the plus 16 mark? 3.5 backspan. 1 right-hand side span. It's 2.5 rings. There's 1, 2, 5, and a little. In it dead center, perfect. Close. Close. Under pulled it just a little. Over pulled it just a little. That was that little. Dagnabbit. That would be better, actually, with a club that had better ball guide. Using like a bigger ball and a maxed out rock or something that's got better ball guide. I didn't want to have to pull into that little bit of power right there and then have to do the overpower, because I want to, if you hit in the wrong spot out there, you can get a flat bounce and shit can go wrong. Nice. Let's see if we can get in the hole. Into hole. Into hole. Dang it. All right, we have a shot here. I'm going to bring out, let's see which way the wind's blowing. If we got a tailwind here, I'm going to bring out a Power 10 ball with the biggest topspin boost that I have and see if I can make it over. I didn't make it over the other day in the opening round, but let's see if I can make it over here. Let's see which way the wind's blowing. That wind is definitely helpful. And let's see what I have for ball inventory here. We're going to take out power and we're going to take out topspin. Do I have any Power 10 topspin boost balls? No. But I do have some Power 8 topspin boost balls. And I think I'd net more with a Power 8 topspin boost ball than I will with a Power 5 straight up. How many of these do I have? 5. And that's the one. That's the one. It's too bad I don't have any Power 10 topspin boost balls. but I don't. All right, we're going for it. We're going to see if we can make it over. I'm going to use the wind as well. If I can get an opponent. Putter face. He looks like a putter face. Just saying. Three, 6, 3 rings. Probably helpful to move the wind out first and then make my adjustment. 3, let's put all that wind back in. That will put me in the rough and keep me in the rough. Ooh, in the sand. In the sand. All right. This should put me about mid-club, so it should be 4 per ring. So it's whatever the wind is divided by 4 plus 0.1. See if my opponent can get up there. I saw somebody do a max overpower hook shot on this, and I think they were using a 2 sidespin ball, and what they needed was like a 4 sidespin ball. It wasn't putting them on the right trajectory. There's max, there's mid. What does mid look like? Three 0.85 of a ring. It's 0.9. Ah, that was literally 70,000 rings. Great. Arrgh. I would have liked to have seen that perfect. I would have. Nothing I can do about it now, but I would have. Now I have on my notes for the next hole, APOC Power 5 ball. And they hit it great, and it ended up great. They'd have been close too. I think they would have liked to have seen what theirs looked like perfect. I think we both would have missed, but we would have been much closer. For sure. All right, APOC Power 5 ball. That's what my notes say. Let's go look at it so we can remember what it looks like. Since this is only the second time I've played any of these holes, let's give it the old college look. Let's pick a berserker just to have a Power 5 ball. Let's look at the hole first. Let's see what we're dealing with. What hole is this? This is hole number 15. Yeah, and And I think the deal on this hole was I made this hole, but I left myself. You got to get, this is a pretty long par 4. And I didn't write down any notes as far as what to put on it. That was it. APOC par 5. Looks like a pretty straight up hole. Let's take that ball right there. Why not? Why not? Your mom. Yo mama. That's right. I was down in this hole here, and I hit it over and ended up short up front, but a par 5 ball would get you in front of that so that you could adjust it. So I actually don't know what kind of spin to put on it. But if you put on just a regular par 3 ball and ran 85 topspin up there, it wasn't enough to get onto the green. And that's where we do not want to end up. .5, 1 1/4 rings. Get it up there. Let's be 2 rings off. You put just 4 topspin on and a little bit of curl. And that might be too much topspin. I put 3.5. 1.25 rings. And a little bit of curl just to bring it back. Isn't it perfect? Now, as long as that curl wasn't too much and I didn't put too much topspin on it, I might be all right. Still give myself a little bit of a chip. It's not as bad as last time. I was probably twice that distance away from the fringe last time. I was out in this area. It was definitely from the distance that if you didn't hit it perfect, it had no shot of going in. When your ball guide's appearing and disappearing like that, it's better to abandon the topspin and get up close. Now, I'm not saying that their ball is going to stop short, but in my experience, a lot of times your ball will stop short. It doesn't get the rollout that you think it's going to get. And that would have been perfect. That would have. Isn't it perfect? Woo! In the hole! Woo! All right. All right. I bet you that hole did cause a lot of people to have issues. And we are still, you can see where we're at. Let me clear a slot. Let's make sure I have 2 open. Yeah, I'm at -30 and I'm still in 62nd. So we should start seeing some jumps here as we move up. If we're ending up with 3 par 4s, so each one of these, if we can get the eagle on each one of them, we should see some pretty major jumps in the where we're at. Okay, here I've got max topspin, maximum left-hand side spin, 2 rings off, some curl. APOC Titan. All right, APOC and a Titan. Titan. An APOC. All right, there we go. Max topspin, maximum left-hand side spin, 2 rings off. Let's do power here real quick. Let me see what my inventory is on 6 power balls. Okay. We are good. I got to get used to this. I have played for so long that I'm sure that everybody is still... Some people have probably made the conversion and they've forgotten that there used to be 3 power balls, or that 10 power balls used to be 5 power balls, and 9 power balls or 4.5 power balls. I got to get used to the deal, because now we're starting to get the 7 and the 9 and the 5s and the 3s that used to could. Max topspin. I want to get out in this area. .83. And a little bit of curl just to bring it back to the course. Perfect. And I think that's right where I was at last time. If I'd dropped down that hill, it'd roll right down to the cup. And I left it just a little teeny bit short. I was sneaking on just a little teeny bit of overpower there. Trying to cheat as much as I could. Nice. Nice. That works. That works, my friend. You still got some work to do. Just a little. Isn't it perfect? Woo! In the hole. All right. Now, what were we? 60? I was 60th something. Let's see how much 2 shots raised me up. It's a draw. Raised me up 30 spots, pretty close. Mid 32s. All right. Where did the 32s go down to? Down to 42nd. All right. What do we have in store for us for hole number 17? My notes say APOC Berserker plus 29 marks. So I was like at max club. Yeah. Maximum top spin, 2 left-hand side spin. And we've got a Zerk Berserker. I'm going to bring one of them balls right there because I have some. I do. All right, here we go. Max top spin, 2 left-hand side spin at the plus 29 mark. Max club. And I think I was bringing this combo out so that I wouldn't have to do overpower. You could come with the lower power ball and just do overpower on it, but I was trying to make it so that you had a better shot. If you took 100 shots here with the power 3 ball and you did overpower, and you took 100 shots with the power 5 ball and you didn't have to do any overpower, which ones do you think you'd have more success on? For me, I think I would have more success with the power, with not having to do any overpower. That's just me. Especially because where their second bounce is at. Now, if they leave the wind in and they do overpower, I think that'll be too much. But that second bounce is right there by that sand trap on the left. Now, that's not full overpower. I can't believe how many places they just barely skirted the rough. They almost hit it on the first bounce. They were close to it in the middle. And they definitely got lucky there was a backboard. .2 is 1.83 rings. And I hit a great, even with the precision ball. Stay out of the rough. There you go. That's not exactly what I was looking for, but that will work. And I got the precision ball just in case I ended up in the rough. Isn't it perfect? In the hole. Woo! All right. Is this the last hole? This is it. Let's see how far we moved up. We moved from, I think it was the low 60s to the mid 30s. Let's see how far 34 takes us. That puts us into the hunt. So if I can get an eagle on this last hole, I'm looking at least third. And who knows what's up there in second and first. I am 100% positive that there's, I have no idea. I haven't looked. I never look. I never look on the weekend round to see what's up. In the qualifying and the opening rounds, it's not that big a deal because you can kind of get an idea of, like where you should be, what you should be looking at. But in these weekend rounds, I never look, so I have no clue. None. And 34s go down to 12th. Top of the 34s. But they qualify with 32. All right, here we go. We have a shot. We definitely have a shot at a banner here. Let's see, this person's in 35th, and they came out with a 32, so I'm looking at least a third. How many people haven't qualified yet? Or finished their round? And we're getting down into here. Most people have finished their round. Almost everybody. There's a few. I have no idea whether that's good. Is that good? 1, 2, no. All right, we have a shot here. We have a banner shot here. What does hole number 18 have in store for us? My notes, once again, say APOC Zerk at the plus 28 mark. 6 topspin. And I think with the Berserker, you could get closer. If with a 3-power ball here, trying to get your bounces. It looked to me like you could probably do it. Okay, when I look at this course, it almost looks like this isn't fairway, it's rough. And like you're having to hit from the tee box to get over there. And I was in, the colors are, but it's definitely fairway. But with the Power 6 ball, you could get up closer to the creek. And so you could control your spin a little bit better. The deal here, if I remember correctly, is this looks like it's pretty flat, but there's actually a lot of movement on the course out here where you've got some hills. And if you hit on the wrong side of the hill, it'll take a flat bounce as opposed to hitting up higher where it gets its normal bounce. See, we got to be careful of where we're at. All right, 6 topspin. Berserker 1.2 2 divided by. All right, let's get a Zerk. Let's take the same ball we had. I think that ball will work. It will. It will. We buy special balls to use just for these occasions, so might as well use them. That's why we bought them. And I don't like using them a lot during the qualifying and the opening rounds, just because, I mean, I want good tiebreakers, but I'm not as concerned about, I want to be able to go into the weekend round and I can substitute out and bring out a bigger ball or a better ball that I wasn't using all week because I was trying to save them. You buy a 10-pack, if you use that ball on every hole in the tournament, you can play 2 holes at some point. That's why you want to be careful when you're using them. Because when you get on that tournament, you're like, wow, I really need a 10 side spin ball, and you use them all playing one-on-one. See how there's a hill right there and it takes that flat bounce? And it can go pretty fast and still not get off the... That's nice. That is nice right there. I like the fact that it has that little bit of a backboard. Six topspin. There's 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 and some. 6. .2 is 1.83 rings. There's 1.83 exactly. And a great with a precision ball. That's 2 times in a row I drove with that ball and ended up not getting a... I like the result. Just need an eagle. Let's see where the 36 puts me. We know it'll put me in at least third. It might put me up higher, but I have no idea. I really honestly believe that somebody shot better than a 36. And that if somebody is up there with a 36, they've got me beating tiebreaker. So I'm gonna be extremely excited if I am in first, but I'm not anticipating anything better than third. Perfect. Perfecto. We'll say we're gonna find out right now. This is where the rubber meets the road. We're at the end. I achieved my goal. I picked up one on each side. If you've watched the first video and you've watched this one all the way to the end, my goal when I started was to pick up every eagle, every par 4, and pick up one extra on each side. Pick up one of the par 5s or one of the par 3s, and I did exactly that. And I got a little lucky on the backside par 3. I hit it great and still got in. So let's see where we're at. We know it's going to be third. Make your bets right now. We know it's third. In first, look at that. Stand alone. I knew that I would have to get, if a 36 would be right, I'd have to be in, because they shot a 37 in the opening round. Look at that. Jeez, 37. They got 2 hole-in-ones on those par 4s. And they got 5 both times. But they hole-in-one hole number 1 and hole number 3. Those 2 par 4s. That is awesome. But they did not have as much success on the weekend round. Still had a great round though. They picked up the par 3 at the end. Dropping hole number 11 is what killed them. Nice round. What did they have for tiebreakers? They had a 34. They had me beat as well. Coming in with a 33. So the only way I would get past that. Yup. No shit. I would have been in third. If I would have shot the 35, I'd have been in third. You get caught up in tiebreakers. I've had that happen where I got on the last hole of a tournament and I dropped a shot and I got caught up in tiebreakers with a bunch of people and ended up in 2 occasions. I've had that happen to me 3 times and only once have I gotten a banner. The other 2 times I got caught up in tiebreakers, and one of them I went from first to 5th. And the other one I think I ended up in 4th. All right, there you have it. I got a good round going. Now somebody's going to have to step up. There's not a lot of people left. What do you have to shoot? It's 18 after 9. There are still a few people that could get up there. We'll have to see. We'll see what it looks like tomorrow. So there you have it. Brought out a few special balls there at the end, but pretty much a pretty straightforward tournament. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a subscriber. I will see you tomorrow. What do we have going? Is this a 9-hole cup that we have in this next tournament, or is it another full freaking tournament? I like it when we have the 9-hole cups. It gives me a day or two. Plus, I like it because it gives us the opportunity to, no, it's a full-blown tournament. What I don't like is when you come in here on the weekend, you come in here on a Monday after a tournament, you can go in here to your teammates and you can see where they placed. And you can see what their score was and what, if they were first or 49th or second or where they were at. And you could, build up a little camaraderie with your teammates. And so you could do that at the end of every tournament. But with this big full tournaments week after week, Monday, tomorrow, there won't be any time where we can see how our teammates did. It would be nice if they would, at least if they wanted to keep it like it is, at least tell us something for like the last tournament, like, what their score was. We have some empty space here, or they could do something to put this over in this spot next to that and tell us how we did in the last tournament. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, hit subscribe, hit the like button, ring the bell, do all that good stuff. And I will see you on the next one. Stay safe, my friends.